Hello and welcome back to Vegas Aces. I'm your host, Heather Ferris, and today we are joined with our special guest, the Wizard of Oz. Hi, how are you?
Heather. Hi, Heather's audience.
So good to have you on. If you guys don't know, Mike Shackleford. I hope you guys know who this is. Oh my goodness. If you guys don't know, you got to check out his website. Go to wizardofodds.com. Amazing website, amazing information. Check out his YouTube channel, the Wizard of Odds. You have some really great stuff out there, and everything that you've given to the community has just been so fantastic.
Well, thank you for all the kind words.
Well, thank you, because you are here today to give our audience some more fantastic tips. What are the top 3 mistakes when card counting?
Okay, here's number 1. Not knowing the basic strategy. Card counting is a progression that comes after the basic strategy. I would say that 95% of the time, you're going to be playing the basic strategy anyway. Card counting is knowing, and is in part knowing about when to deviate from it. So if you, a lot of players think that you can just jump right past the basic strategy and become the Rain Man and make thousands of dollars an hour card counting. No, it's not like that. You must know the basic strategy so you know how to play your hand. And card counting is not going to, if you don't know the basic strategy, card counting is not going to get you out of that hole that all the mistakes that you make will cause you. And why do I think that this is a commonly made mistake? It's because I have met so many people in my walk of life who have professed to be card counters. And then I say, do you know the basic strategy? Of course. How do you play 2 6s against a 5? I would stand. You don't know the basic strategy. You don't know what you're doing. And so, yeah, that's a really amateurish mistake, but you see it all the time.
And you need that basic strategy. Like, that's how you make your decisions. That's how you do your deviations. Like, I can't imagine someone trying to card count and not know basic strategy.
Trust me, people see Rain Man or the movie 21, and they know, well, I know that small cards are bad and big cards are good. And maybe they can card count a little bit, but but trust me, the advantage with card counting is really thin. And you first need to at least cut down that house advantage to a small amount with the basic strategy. And then card counting can kick you the odds over to the player's side, but only a little bit. So what's a good comparison? To card count without the basic strategy might be like trying to fly a 747 when you can't fly a Cessna. No, you need to take things in a progression.
That's a good analogy. I like that. So what is the second biggest mistake people use when they try to card count?
Okay, I think that it is forgetting the count, and this can be a forgivable mistake if it doesn't happen too much, but I admit that it's happened to me lots of times, is you get distracted with something or whatever, and you lose the count. And you need to be good to be able to keep that count accurately and not forget it. And this is just where experience comes in. There's different software programs you can use, including there's a card counting trainer on my website you can use. But yeah, that's a hard part about card counting, is being able to keep the count, especially under distracting conditions. And
Yes.
So it's no big secret that that's a common mistake, but it can't not be said.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Especially the distractions part, because there will be distractions.
Okay, and number 3?
Number 3, let's hear it.
Number three is overbetting your bankroll. And this is another amateurish mistake that is not forgivable. People should understand that blackjack is very volatile. It's a small house advantage and high volatility because so much of your results will come down to a small number of very large wagers. And if those don't go your way, it can cause you not just a bad day, but a bad week, maybe even a bad month. So so you have to respect the fact that it's a roller coaster ride, and to survive those dips, you need to bet in moderation and in proportion to your bankroll. So you shouldn't, I don't know the formula off the top of my head, but I know that there's a rule of thumb, and I should have prepared for this in advance, that your minimum bet should be some fraction of your bankroll. But just remember to respect your bankroll and don't overbet.
And people could find more information about this on your website, right?
To be honest, I don't go that deep into card counting on my website. I do introduce the high-low count, and I do have an article that I think is really good about why card counting works. A book I recommend about card counting is, there's so many.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't want to start listing some because then people will.
Well, what's that one book you were gonna mention? Just one book.
Well, I was going to say Professional Blackjack by Standford Wong.
We'll have that linked below so that way people could just go directly to it and get it. That is a good book. Yeah. By the way. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Is there anything else you want to add before we end it?
I could talk about card counting all day, but I know you wanted to keep this short. So there are my three biggest mistakes that beginning card counters make.
Really do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we will see you guys again on our next episode, Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye, Heather.
Bye.